Hi there, this is Jess. I'm a German artist, writer, and Genshin Impact player. We are already at part 3 of the German pronunciation guide, and part 1 hit over 12k likes. Wow! Again, thank you all so much for your support and love. This really means a lot to me. If you like my content, please consider following me on my social media as well. Links are shared in the description below and at the end of the video. Okay, let's get started. There weren't as many new German words and names in version 1.4 as I thought, but we still got the name of the festival, Windblume Festival. The German pronunciation would be Windblume Festival, although we would say Windblumenfest or Windblumenfest with a dash instead. Windblume means windflower, definitely a fitting name. Festival is also commonly used in German, but personally, I think Windblumenfest sounds better and more natural. Then we got the new 4-star weapon, Windblume Ode. Just like before, we would spell and pronounce it Windblume Ode or Windblume Ode. Or Ode der Windblume, my personal favorite. Windblume Ode. Lastly, let's move on to some character names again. First, there's Rosaria. Her name is not German per se, but if we pronounce it in a German way, it sounds like this. Rosaria. Rosaria. As for Yula, or Yola, as she's pronounced in Chinese, I believe, it's not a German name either. Pronouncing it in a German way, however, would sound like this. Euler. Yep, almost like the Swiss mathematician and physicist Leonhard Euler. Euler. So much for version 1.4 and the upcoming version 1.5. But wait, there's more. I still haven't covered some names pre 1.4. Before we continue though, these videos take a lot of time and resources to make. If you would like to see more of my content or Genshin Impact related content on this channel, please consider supporting me on Ko-fi. Every donation helps. Starting August, I'll also be opening commissions again. Okay, let's continue, shall we? Starting with special dishes, we've got Fischl's dish, die Heilige Sinfonie, and Mona's dish, der Weisheit letzter Schluss. Regarding Fischl's dish, it would translate to the Holy Symphony. And even though you can still spell it Sinfonie in German, I would say that Symphonie is more commonly used nowadays. It may be different for musicians though. Yeah, maybe you can leave a comment below if you can tell us more about that. Die Heilige Sinfonie. As for Mona's dish, you could translate it to the be-all and end-all of wisdom. Fun fact, it's an idiom used in Goethe's Faust. If you're interested in German literature and haven't read it yet, I recommend you read it. Right now, go and read it. Der Weisheit letzter Schluss. Oh, and while we are at it, in Genshin Impact, every single German word got a capital letter at the beginning, which is not correct in terms of German grammar. Only names and proper nouns get a capital letter apart from the first word of a sentence, meaning that the dishes would be spelled like this in a German dictation. Der Weisheit letzter Schluss with a small L and die Heilige Sinfonie with a small H. Okay, no more grammar lessons for now. Did you know? We also got some German talent and passive talent names. Fischl's passive is mein Hausgarten. It can be translated to my garden or maybe my Hausgarten. Not sure if Hausgarten is a proper term for it though. Can you let me know in the comments? Mein Hausgarten. Albedo also got a German name for one of his talents. Favonius Bladework Weiß. While the first part is kept in English, Weiß is German for the color white. Yeah, I know, white and black are no colors, but I don't care about that right now. Weiß. Another fun fact, Razor's passive Hunger is actually the same in German, just pronounced a bit differently. Hunger. Hunger. There's also Mona's affiliation, Hexenzirkel. It means coven in English, though if you translate it word by word, it would be witch's circle. Hexenzirkel. And before we go on with the last section of this part, we should not forget about Diona's title, Kätzlein Cocktail. Honestly, I don't think any German native would use those two words like that. You'll see why in a moment. So, translated, it's kitten cocktail. Yeah, I guess you can already see why I was laughing. Kätzlein is also mentioned to be her bloodline, by the way. We're almost done. Yay! miHoYo has released the original soundtrack for Genshin Impact, of which Stellar Moments is my favorite, to be honest. With it, we finally get to know each song's name. Most interesting for this video are Fischl's themes: Ouvertüre der ewigen Nacht and Sieh, mein Sommernachtgarten. Ouvertüre der ewigen Nacht sounds so poetic in German and reminds me of Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata, Mondscheinsonate. Maybe miHoYo was actually inspired by its title, or it's just me. Anyways, I would translate it to Ouvertüre of Eternal Night, Ouvertüre der ewigen Nacht. Her second theme, Sieh, mein Sommernachtgarten, would translate to Behold, my summer night garden. Yep, her themes definitely reflect her knack for theatrics. Sieh, mein Sommernachtgarten. That's it. I think we finally managed to cover everything that's German or German sounding in Genshin Impact. At least for now. I honestly can't wait to see more people doing pronunciation guides for the other nations in the future. And if you're considering doing a video like this, please just do it. It doesn't have to look fancy at all. Just tell us the correct pronunciations, since there'll always be people like you and me out there who would definitely watch such video and try to get the pronunciations right as well. Oh, and before you leave, I've created a Discord server where you can either connect with other people or follow up with my content, as well as leave suggestions for future projects. Link is in the description below. Small teaser: I may or may not start a Genshin Impact Let's Play in late summer, hopefully with Inazuma content. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye bye.